this live because first of all, I've never done it before, and I decided it's time. I'm always interested in engaging with people live, but also my upload. I don't know about others, but my uploads lately have just been taking a really long time. I think that's because of traffic, which is a good thing, I suppose. So, anyway, we've got a full moon in Capricorn coming up on July 13th. I'm recording this going live on Saturday, the 10th. Is it the 9th or the 10th? So I wanted to get with you guys and see, I'm lost track of days, get with you guys and see what's coming up, especially around the area of boundaries, you guys. We know that Capricorn is about structure. It's ruled by Saturn, and it's about structure. It's about knowing what you've accomplished, what you've achieved. And because it's coming in the sign of Cancer, Cancer, remember, is very much about security and family and having that protection mechanism. Cancer, the crab, right? Protecting. So I'm going to Spirit to see how is this moon and Capricorn going to impact us and what you should be mindful of as it relates to how to protect what you have built, the boundaries around what you have built and what you're working on, what you've taken ownership of with that Capricorn energy, what you've taken ownership of, what you are responsible for. How do you protect that which you have grown and built and are working on? All right. Let's see what Spirit says. Okay. So, first, they want us to be aware the moon, can't make it up. For the moon, you guys. So clearly, Spirit is here with us and saying, based on this moon, comes in. Look, they even talk water sign Cancer. So keeping in mind, full moon is in Capricorn, but we are still in the sun. The sun sign, the sun is still in Cancer. So that energy of, what matters to us, who matters to us, our own self-care and being aware of our own personal boundaries, not just materially what we have, but our own personal boundaries. The Page of Pentacles, the World. So moving slowly, taking your time, being really methodical in thinking about what you've done, what you've built, how to protect it, what it looks like. This feels very because that Page of Pentacles. This makes me think about and the World makes me think about what are you doing to prepare long term for how things have changed or are going to change, the changes that you have either planned to make or those that are coming toward you that, we're all going through tremendous changes right now with the economy, with so many aspects of our lives. And so when we think about pentacles, we're thinking about all of those physical in our lives, our health, our money, our stability, our homes, our environment, what's happening with that. Pages usually indicate something new on the horizon. Are you thinking about a move? Are you thinking about the Six of Cups? Yeah, this could be thinking about going to even to see family, the Chariot. Absolutely, you guys. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because I get it. Some of you are going to be thinking very much about making moves ahead. How do you protect what is yours, what you've already built? And if it requires you to go in a different direction, either physically making a move or spending more time with the people that you really care about, with that Six of Cups, spending more time with um, those who bring you joy, because there's so much, Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, a more stern energy, things being structured. They call it, sometimes I say it's a planet of restriction. So it's the idea that, on a very practical level, let's say you want to travel this summer, or you want to do more with what you earn, with your hard work and all the efforts. You want to be able to spend and relax a little more. And that Saturn energy says, no, you have to budget, you have to save, you have to, be practical. There's that sense of limitation or restriction, but it can also be for a greater purpose. I think this full moon in Capricorn is going to have you take that into consideration, but also say, you know what? I've got to live a little. I've got to be around people who help me want to go out and continue to earn money, continue to stay healthy, continue to take care of myself, to stay motivated. Because Capricorn, again, a sign of ambition, hard work, dedication. The goat, with the mountain, we often see like climbing up that mountain, never tiring, never giving up. There is a Five of Cups. It came reversed. You all, I think one of the reasons in this full moon in Capricorn that you're going to want to connect with other people, you're going to want to travel with that world and that chariot going. You're going to want to travel, and travel means not just like vacationing, but travel meaning getting beyond. We talked about boundaries, going beyond your typical day to day. Something in you right now, we started out with that moon. Something in you is yearning for something greater, something better, something where you feel more connected, because again, we're still in the sign of Cancer. The Five of Cups comes reversed, which is good, because typically when we see it upright, we think you want to do these things, but you're just feeling a little listless about it, right? You don't have the energy. Maybe you're afraid that if you do these things, there's going to be, you're going to be disappointed. You will have, made the trip, made the connections, spent the money, made the changes in your diet, done whatever it is that you're being called to do or feel like you want to do differently, but then it doesn't lead where you want it. You don't get the results or the joy that you wanted. But this came reversed. So I think to the extent that you've had those thoughts, there's a part of you that's pulling back and saying, no, I am expanding my boundaries deliberately, and I am protected. That's not caving into the idea that what could happen, what could go wrong, would go wrong. Not going to happen. All right. Going to pull a couple of oracles for you. I like that energy very much, because it is challenging us. I've only got 6 cards on the board in front of me, and 3 of those cards are major arcana. With that moon, we started out with the moon, and then the world came, remember, and then the chariot. So this is very much about, it's confirming for us, Spirit is saying that you're yearning to do something more and keep moving ahead with that chariot. And again, these are big changes, because the world, being the last card in the major arcana, that is where something comes to completion. You're ready to turn the page to a new chapter in your life. It can indicate travel, but it indicates also the fullness of something. And I should have said this before. Look, note, it is ruled by Capricorn. So very much Spirit is here in this reading, you guys, very much between us pulling the world, pulling the moon and pulling the world. Full moon in Capricorn while the sun is in Cancer. Spirit is here and speaking. They want you, your spirit guides want you to be able to move ahead and to know that there is joy awaiting you. But that Page of Pentacles just says, understand that it may be new, it may be fresh, it may take a little while longer for you to see the fruits of it, but not to be afraid of that, because again, that Five of Cups came in reverse. So don't operate out of fear, operate with confidence. I'm going to hold that chariot up for you again. Operate with full confidence that you can have what you want. All right? You can have what you want, and you can move forward in a practical way, which is what Capricorn encourages us to do, but not in a way that makes you feel limited or afraid or timid or questioning whether or not you can have what it is you desire. Get ready, you guys. I mean, you can't make it up. Protection. That's what we talked about. That's what this reading is about. Protection and boundaries. And again, that Cancerian energy that I love who I love myself, self-preservation, and we want that protection. And Spirit is confirming you have it, you got it. There's nothing to fear here. Hunger, love it. Hunger, the moon. The moon is about an aspect of it. It's not, there's so much to it. But one of the aspects of the moon is desire. Look, even her looking out, into the cosmos, there is that aspect of yearning and thinking about, okay, I understand this is where I am, but there must be more. There's got to be more to life. I've worked so hard, Capricorn energy. I've worked hard to build what I have, to do the things that, to put myself in a position to be able to do the things that I really want to do. There's that yearning. And here we have it, the hunger. All right. Spirit and your guides recognize that you are in a space in right now in your life where you want to be able to move on to another chapter. You want to be able to experience more, to see more of the world, to do more in the world. And if you have been dealing with some disappointment because maybe you tried this before, maybe you got out there and took some risks and did something different and it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, but spirit is saying that's okay because that was then and this is now. Mm, just talked about it and then I pulled it. Fear, right? So that's it. We're on it. We're definitely on it. This message is very clear, you all. Do not, recognizing that there is that change is always, we got to think about it. And sometimes we can talk ourselves out of doing something even if we're hungry for it. We saw that hunger come up. Even if we're hungry for it, sometimes in protection can make us close ourselves off to what is available to us in an act of what we think is protection, protecting what's ours, protecting what we worked for, protecting our hearts in romantic matters. We go into that, but in this instance what spirit is saying is to do that, then you can't get to the next place, the chariot. You can't move forward if you stay where you are. All right, I am going to pull just a couple more cards from a different oracle to close out and get some finishing messages. Tell us last words about this. Advice. You want to give me two, so I'll take it. Surrender to the sweetness and the golden children, your inner child tenderness. Keep in mind, that takes me back to that Six of Cups. Keep in mind that this in tarot, this is also a card that denotes childlike wonder. Look at that. Look at that. Just having a ball. Childlike wonder. Spirit wants you to understand that they will protect you. And that's not encouraging any recklessness by any means. Always think things through, do what feels smart, what your intuition tells you is okay. Pay attention to your gut always. But from a spiritual perspective, what's coming through for this full moon in Capricorn is surrender to the sweetness. Understand that there is, even though you want protection, you want to protect what's yours, you want to be smart about what you do with your money, your body, your heart, how you move in the world. You want to make sure that you're doing the right thing so that you don't get that backlash, that especially emotional backlash with that Five of Cups. But surrender to the sweetness. Expect the good, you know, have an expectation that if you move forward, going back to that chariot, that if you move forward, it's going to lead you into something that you will enjoy, to an experience and connections and having, mind, body, spirit in balance in a way that benefits you, because the golden children. I think that the closing message here is spirit wants you to understand that you are here for a greater purpose than just to work, pay bills, grow old, next thing you know, right? You are here to have experiences with others. And you can do that not recklessly, but certainly not limiting yourself because of fear. And also not being reckless in your hunger so that you expend your resources Capricorn energy, you expend your resources in ways that ultimately you come away from something feeling like it was a bust, it was a loss. Here, there is an energy of the wisdom that's being offered is everything is a lesson. Don't beat yourself up for any kind of past failures, quote unquote failures, because everything really leads to the next step. All right. You have protection. You certainly have a lot of confirmation here that it is time to move. The world is yours. All right. Gonna keep this short and sweet. I wish you all well, and I will talk to you really soon. If you've landed on this channel and you don't know who I am, again, I am a Fefe with Touch by Tarot. You can get to my About page to learn more about me, or go to my website at trulytouchedbytarot.com. And thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate that very much. Take care of yourself. Um, so again, come back and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care. Bye.